we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. Ready. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. Now he's going to step up and run. And his first look is incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Let's go now. 52 blaster, 6. Blue striker.
Glove. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught at the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Yellow. Ready. Set.
On play action. Love to throw. Now he'll take this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Packers are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On the double. Set. Ready. Set. Go.
Throwing. Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st down and goal to go.
Clock. 10. Let's go. Rail. Yellow. Yellow. 43. Yellow, go! Ready?
To the air again, Love. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Here we go, here we go. 33, yellow. Ready, ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Here's Love. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's 4th and goal.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
They go with Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw McCarthy. He's got it to Williams. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is McCarthy. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To the air with McCarthy. This is caught by Williams. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Now McCarthy. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Touchdown! Jamison Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the
33,
41-yard line.
yellow. Watch out now. 50 Fury, blue striker. Black Ultra. Touch.
Now Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
Let's go. Travis, yellow. Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Ready, set.
They go bootleg. Love. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's second and 10.
Set, hut. 45, watch, set.
Love now. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Set, ready. Yellow, set.
Love looking to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one
Dude,
plays
there's
out.
no way.
That's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. but you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To throw now. Here's Love. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. 50, green.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another Packers first down.
Down. Slide
1st
through.
and 10 at
Blue,
the
ready.
29-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Vikings first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Vikings.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Going back to the same well, it's Hawkinson again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And 3 at the Packers' 38-yard line.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. No gain on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. The point after is good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys were set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Third down and 6.
Ready. 50, green. Hut.
Glove. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, ready.
Throwing. Love. Now he's going to step up and run. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this way past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's another Packers first down.
Green, let's go.
First and 10 at the 36-yard
45.
line.
On first down, he'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Hut.
Again, it's Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Black, 95.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
33, yellow, ready?
Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Fight, down. Black 40. Set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
Ready, ready. 50, green.
Here's Love. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
60 red. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Cycle. Blue, 32. Black shot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they get him down, but now before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On the double.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense, forcing that incompletion?
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Black, 95. Hut.
Back to throw. Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Ready.
The 10-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Set.
To the air again. Love. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
Set. Fight, 6. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Down. Fight, White. Ready.
Now Love. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Ready.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To throw from his end zone, McCarthy. He's got this to Williams, complete. Now he's loose again. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Vikings. Jamison Williams, 98 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
defense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to the position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play develop, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that drive.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Come on.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To the air with McCarthy. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Wanting room at the 50. Look out. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
10 cycles. Here we go. Hut.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Vikings 5-yard line.
Man open left side is Brown. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
42. Packers 17.
Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Throwing is McCarthy. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, now McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going for it, here's McCarthy. The quick slant caught. And unable to break away. They stop it a few yards shy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Set, switch, yellow. Hut.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Let's go now.
Counter play. Here's Chandler. Fights through and now a crease. Still going. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just half personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
Love, they go play action now. Out to the left here to Reed. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Vikings, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.